Hello and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about, I'm going to tell you a little story actually. I'm going to paint a little vignette for you of something I saw last night. So it was my friend's birthday yesterday and we went to this kind of fancy, not really fancy bar, but like a kind of studenty cocktail bar in Northern Quarter, which is this sort of place in Manchester where there are lots of nice bars. And we had some food and we were just sitting there and the music was kind of too loud so we couldn't really talk, so we were just we were just sort of sitting there taking it all in, and we were sitting at a little table in the middle of the room, and there was a sort of, you know how you had those windows and then you have kind of a little sort of table on, like, next to the window, like so people can kind of sit on the table and look out into the window. Well, there was one of those things, and there were two couples sitting on this table. I don't know what you call it, like a bar. I don't really know, but anyway, two couples. To be fair, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, two couples sitting on this table, between themselves, right? And they're both like on. You could tell they weren't like. It was like a kind of early days in the relationship for both of them. And anyway, like they were both all like, having a few drinks and stuff. And I thought it was really interesting because I noticed the exact same dynamic in both of these people, in both these couples. So the girls, because as I said, like lots of music was playing. The girls were just loving the music, like they were dancing in their seats to it, I talked about this dynamic before. And the guys weren't so fussed about the music, but their date was into the music. So they had to kind of they had to sort of pretend to be into it, right? They sort of sing along with the girl, but you can't tell deep down they were like, this is a bit lame, but obviously they wanted to look like they were having a good time for their date. And look, I'm not some kind of couples therapist, I'm not a really relationship expert, I'm not really dating at the moment, so I'm a bit out of the game, but one thing I just thought that was really the wrong way to go about it. And I think in the future, if I am on a date and that dynamic presents itself, I don't think I will have the same reaction. I'll explain what this means. So I just kind of thought, it's just so, for me, it was just so unattractive that the guy was kind of, it was so obvious that the guy was inauthentically enjoying himself, right? He was kind of singing along, but he wasn't really very into it. And I just thought that must be so unattractive, really. And like, okay, when you had a few cocktails, it's kind of, you don't really give a shit, but if you want to foster long-term attractiveness, you've got to be more authentic than that. And, it's kind of, I just think it would be so much better just to kind of sit there calmly and take in the view, and that's what I think both of those guys just wanted to do, They didn't want us to dance and sing along. They just wanted to sit calmly and take in the view. And look, I bet maybe a bunch of people are going to comment being like, oh, nah, that's not how this stuff works, okay, like maybe I don't know what I'm talking about really. But I think that's much more attractive if you can just be yourself. And if the moment does cause for you to really want to sing and dance, then go for it. But you should be carried by the spirit. It shouldn't be a conscious thing you're doing. You're sort of carried by the spirit. If you want to sit there calmly and take in the view, if that's really what you feel most truly, then that's what you should do. And if the girl doesn't like that authentic part of you, then great. You've sort of cussed her out. And also, the other thing is, I don't think, this is going to sound really weird, but I don't think girls are necessarily attracted to guys having fun in the same way that they are. I don't think they have the same needs. It's not seen as so attractive for guys to have fun. If anything, it's a little bit lame that the guys kind of enjoying the music at the same time. I don't know. I just don't think that's what. That's not necessarily what I don't think that's what the girls were looking for anyway. So, you know, I don't really know what the right thing to do is in that situation, but I just think you really have to be authentic when it comes to dating, and just so many people are putting on a front their whole time when they're dating because they think they need to be a certain thing. And I've done this myself in the past, you know, I can see that. But it's just, even if it gets you what you want in the short term, it's just a horrendous idea in anything approximating the, you know, anything beyond medium term. You know, you have to be more authentic about who you are. So anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you soon.